Hey team, vlog week 2, day 6. So today was a rest day from the gym and all kinds of respite. So the only real training I did was hit my step target, which I'm seeing if I hit now, and I did by a total of about 4. So cool, I'm on target, can do a little bit more. Diet day was an easy day, and again, everything kind of done. So what, training wise, all that stuff doesn't really matter. What I want to talk about was sacrifice today. So last night I stayed up to 12:31 in the morning, working to get through the volume of work I have to do, to improve the processes MPC, and to also watch a video of a competitor and how they did things. Because A, you can learn something, B, it's market research, C, I'm always interested in how we can get better. And I watched the video, I watched the presentation, the webinar, and unfortunately, they're better than us. They're better than what we do at MPC, which I don't think the actual material itself is better, but the organization is better of how it's presented to people, and the structure and how they support their students is better. And we try a real hard way to support our students. So it was really interesting watching that and seeing how they go. Now, how things are presented in the webinar, we've always got to take with a little grain of salt that, it's the optimal thing and they can kind of curate the outcomes that they want. And in terms of their outcomes for the students, like, not significantly better. I would argue arguments across both companies to be, results to be across both companies be very similar. Okay, so nothing that I think is, fantastic in what they're doing that's unique. I think the actual principles across both companies are very, very similar. But then the way they execute is really good, and they have bigger numbers because of the way they execute. And I finished doing the webinar at like 12:31, and I probably stayed up to 3 in the morning thinking about it, which was less than productive for everything else. Like today I felt like an absolute piece of shit, not emotionally, just physically. I'm so tired. But really interesting when you start looking at, I've also been looking at another competitor located here in Australia who does a really, really good job of online trainer mentoring. And the reason why I'm doing this is, until you know what your competition is, you don't know the standard that you need to hit. Okay, so people say you shouldn't compare yourself to other people, and in physique goals and stuff like that, you probably shouldn't. You should only try and beat your best. In companies and business, you need to see the standard that you're actually dealing with, because it's a financial thing that has tangible outcomes attached to it. So, for example, if you were setting up a burger shop somewhere, you'd want to know what burger shops in the area and how good they were, and what your point of difference is going to be compared to those burger shops. You need to make sure your product is at least as good, if not preferably better, and the experience in which you deliver it is better than that person. Like, is it a smooth ordering process? What's the point of difference besides a race to the bottom in price that's going to make people go to your organization? And improving the MPC experience for students is like and clients is a bit of an obsession of mine at the moment. Has been for a while, not just a moment, because I feel like having a real focus on the experience and the product. Once the product and the experience is kind of like, the marketing obviously needs skill and needs effort, but the marketing is a lot easier to do because the program will sell itself. And that's the point that we're getting to. So today I've been going through planning out the 24-25 year for the gym, training business, like my online training business, my online mentoring business, and lots of other different bits and pieces, and putting it together into a structure that makes sense for people. So it's incredibly hard doing this. And my wife, Kristen, keeps on reminding me that I'm kind of like one person trying to beat companies of multiple people with big budgets, and it doesn't matter to me. So there's just a little insight to my psychology. It doesn't matter. One person can beat a company, may not beat a company, but you know what? It's not going to stop me from trying to do what they do, but do it better. So from each company, one company, the thing I took away was their videography is amazing. So obviously this vlog, is filmed terribly. Straight up camera at night, I'm tired. You can see how red my eyes are. Again, this isn't the content that we're putting on, charging people thousands of dollars to get, but professionally filmed content can be organized. That is something that can be done. So that's got to be the standard of the courses that we do. This organization uses a lot of cohort structures. Cool. And they can be used really effectively. The other organization, is spectacular. So that's where their stuff comes. The interaction with students is better than the other company. The other company only interacts with students once a month with one of their presenters, which in my opinion is not enough to get a positive outcome. But digital stuff is amazing. Digital stuff from the other guys doesn't look as good, but their interaction with their students and their coaching seems so much better and so much more involved. So my challenge is to combine those two things and see what I can do to sort things out. That's going to be my goal. Well, it's part of achieving this goal. Apart from that, I've got to get some ads up for the PT business and get some leads in. But apart from that, everything is just go, go, go. So thanks heaps for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow.